Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at exponents and everything you need to know about them. Firstly, what exactly are exponents? Exponents are a way that you can express repeated multiplication, just like multiplication is a way you can address repeated addition. An exponential expression will consist of a base and an exponent, as you can see here. Here we have the expression 2 cubed, or 2 to the third power, and in this 2 is the base and 3 is the exponent. The exponent over here tells you how many times you need to multiply the base by itself in order to get the answer. So here our base is 2 and our exponent is 3. So we need to multiply 2 by itself 3 times in order to solve this expression. So 2 to the third power would simplify to 2 times 2 times 2, where we're multiplying 3 2's together, and that would be 8. And this works for any other number you could imagine. Now that we know a little bit about exponents, let's take a look at how you can simplify basic exponential equations. There are several rules you need to know. First rule is regarding multiplying and dividing exponents. To multiply or divide exponents with the same base, you can add or subtract the exponents. So if you're multiplying in an exponential equation, you add the exponents, and if you're dividing in an exponential equation, you subtract the exponents. So let's take a look at what that means. So here in our first example, we have 4 cubed times 4 squared, and we need to simplify this. Because there's a multiplication sign here, and because the 4 is overlapping, the base is overlapping, all you need to do is add these exponents together, and we can get the answer. So here, we add 3 and 2 over here, which is equal to 5. So our new equation would become 4 to the 5, and if you solve this, that would equate to 1024. So 4 cubed times 4 squared is equal to 4 to the 5th power, or 1024. When you do this in division, you can do the same thing, except by subtracting the exponents. So here we have 4 cubed divided by 4 squared, and because it's division, we subtract, we do 3 minus 2, and we keep the base. So 4 to the power of 3 minus 2 is equal to 4 to the 1, which is just equal to 4. The second rule of exponents is what happens when you have an exponent to the power of another exponent. And here this rule states that an exponent to the power of another exponent is solved by multiplying the two exponents. What does that mean? Well, here we have the expression 3 squared in parentheses to the power of 3. So the first thing, in order to solve this, you could of course do 3 squared and then take the answer to the third power, but the much easier way to do this is to simply multiply the two exponents. So here we have, our exponents are 2 and 3, so we can multiply them to get 3 to the 6. In our second example here, we have a variable n to the power of 1024 in parentheses, and all of that is raised to the second power. Again, all we need to do is multiply the two exponents. So here we have 1024 and we have 2. And if you multiply them, you'd get 2048. So this would simplify to n to the 2048th power. The third rule is exponents in parentheses. An exponent outside the parentheses is distributed inside the parentheses in the case of multiplication and division. So what does that mean? Here we have this expression 2n whole squared. We cannot simply square the 2 because we'd also have to square the n since everything is included inside the parentheses. So here what you do is you take this to the second power, and you also take the n to the second power. So this would simplify to 2 squared times n squared, and 2 squared is 4, so this would simplify to 4n squared. How this works during division is that here we have 2 divided by n whole squared, and you take the square and you distribute it to the 2 and the n. So here this becomes 2 squared divided by n squared, which is equal to 4 divided by n squared. Our last rule that we're going to be taking a look at here is negative exponents. If an exponent is negative, the answer will be 1 divided by the base to the power of the positive exponent. So here we have the expression 4 to the power of negative 2. And basically, whenever you want to solve this, imagine that this is 4 to the power of negative 2 divided by 1. and then you can flip it around. So it becomes 1 over 4 to the power of negative 2, but then we remove this negative sign, so it just becomes 1 over 4 squared. So 1 over 4, if you simplify 4 squared, it becomes 16, so the answer is 1 over 16. Now here, to take a look at how this works, we have n to the power of negative 3, and all you have to do is put a 1 over it and remove the negative in the exponent. So that becomes 1 over n cubed. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one.